Hi, and welcome back. I was scrolling through YouTube last night and noticed that Whitesea had posted a review of a plugin that I wasn't familiar with, so I clicked on it, as I often do. But this was not a normal snake oil video. Turns out that this plugin, which I'm not going to name, features sexualized images of women on the interface. And Whitesea was quite rightly disgusted.
It's disgusting.
Let's be absolutely clear. I'm no Puritan, and this is not about pornography. It's about the mindset that thinks a plugin interface is an appropriate place for pictures of boobs.
And oh boy, genuinely the coolest plugin I've seen. Now I can finally make a beat and jack off at the same time.
So I have the safe for work version turned on because, as you'll see in a minute, this plugin's a bit inappropriate if you're at work or you have parents around or you're making a YouTube video.
It's pretty safe to say that Nani is my new favorite plugin for 3 big reasons. One is that it sounds amazing, and the other two, I must have forgotten the other two reasons. So let's stick to the safe for work version so that you don't get demonetized.
During the video, Whitesea shared his viewer stats, which tilt about 98% male. Well, I've got news for him. He's doing well. Mine says 99.9% male. And that other 0.1% only arrived relatively recently. This is a stat that's bothered me ever since I first noticed it. How should I interpret it? Are men 1,000 times more interested in music technology than women? Or is there a toxic culture of sexism that tells women they won't be taken seriously, and that, in an industry that's already notoriously difficult to break into, they start with a massive disadvantage? Before you answer that question, consider these stats from the Musicians' Union. 48% have experienced sexual harassment at work. 61% feel they are at risk. 85% of victims did not report it. None of that is okay. Now, with those stats in mind, let's consider the question again. Is there something on that extra bit of the second X chromosome that makes you unable to understand or care about compressors? Or are we excluding half the population from our industry by means of bullying, intimidation, and, let's not beat about the bush, threats of rape? Now, I'm guessing some of you are bristling with indignation now, saying, not all men. I don't sexually assault anyone or discriminate against women. Don't blame me. Well, I'm not blaming you, but I am talking to you, because there's no point in me addressing the men that actually do those things and give the rest of us a bad name. They're not going to listen to me, and they're not going to change their behaviour unless the culture changes. Here's an uncomfortable truth for you. If you're male, and you're working in music tech, or you aspire to make the transition to professional, you have an unfair advantage as half the potential competition is effectively excluded. Are you okay with that? Don't you want to succeed on your own merit? And if you do succeed, don't you want to work with and learn from the best talents out there, regardless of their gender? So here's my message to all the good guys. Stop tolerating this bull. It's not enough to just not be sexist yourself. We have to start challenging sexist behaviour and assumptions wherever we encounter them. Sexist jokes, even, are not okay. They may seem harmless to you, but they perpetuate a culture in which women are not taken seriously. And often there is at least an undertone of a threat of sexual violence. Personally, I'm sick of being judged a potential rapist because of the actions of, I assume, a small minority of disgusting men. Let's all make those men very aware that this behaviour is not acceptable and will no longer be tolerated. Now, I know that I'm probably going to ruin my ad revenue by venturing into controversial political territory, but I'll suck it up if so, because, seriously, nothing I've said here should be even the least bit controversial. I promise the next video will be back to normal, geeking out about sound again. Thanks for watching.